some intrigues leading to the Edo governorship election, and we have some perfect legal practitioners here with us in the studio. From my immediate left is Egware Gospel Esquire. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you very much.
All right, and sitting close to him is Emmanuel Obakwolo Esquire, who is also a legal practitioner and civil rights activist. Good morning, Emmanuel Obakwolo.
It's a delight being here. Good morning. Good morning, Nigerians.
Okay, let's kickstart with you, Emmanuel Obakwolo. APC actually cancelled its primary election that they held a few weeks back. That actually produced 3 candidates. We've all had a 4th one anyway, and today is going to be a kind of fresh one for them. PDP 2, they have converged at Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium. Yesterday, the national chairman of the Labour Party was arrested. These are the 3 major parties on the ballot. We have about 16 of them, but these are the talk of the town. What are your expectations from APC that will be having a fresh one again today, and PDP that will be conducting their primaries this morning?
I do not have any expectation, because to my mind, I think we don't have political parties in Nigeria. What we just have is a gang of persons whose interest is to gain the reins of power and use that same instrumentality to torment the people, just like Jeroboam in the Bible. Firstly, the german question is, what is political party? And the best definition I think just now I can give for political party is an assemblage of men and women or persons with common interests. 2, what are the attributes, characteristics of political party? 1, membership. 2, those membership to show your membership, you pay dues. 3, the party is run by executives, and these executives are answerable to the members. If you look at this now in Nigeria, do we have this? The other day in this platform, I asked some group of political parties members who came here whether they pay dues. They didn't respond to the question, because they know that what I was telling them was nothing but the chloroquine bitter truth. And as such, when you have such situation where members are not paying dues, one man steals the show and he becomes the godfather of that political party at a particular time, at a particular point. And that man is the one that dictates what happens in the party. And that's why the issue of godfatherism cannot stop, because he sponsors, he finances. And who is that person that will come and tell him that you have one stake in that political party? None. And that's why you see the APC came up, and in Edo State just now, they told us they conducted their primaries, came with different candidates, or they came up with different persons who won the elections. And amazingly, we woke up a few hours ago and they told us that that election was inconclusive. So the doctrine of inconclusiveness has come to stay in Nigeria, as brought in by the All Progressive Congress, the APC. Okay. So it's another form of drama we are going to see. And I think the reason why they came up with this conclusion is they are afraid of what transpired in Zamfara and Rivers State elections some time ago, where the APC had no candidates in Zamfara. They also had no candidates in Rivers. So I think they are smart. So in order not to go into that boat of failure, they quickly adjusted their ways and said the election was inconclusive. I don't see this election to be concluded, even with what they said today. So also for the other political parties, we already know the choice candidates for the People's Democratic Party. We already know that. And all this drama put up by them is just to see how they can more convince and confuse the people and put the people between the devil and the deep blue sea.
Okay.
So no political party in Nigeria. Nigerians are just
we still have a political party. Of course, for you to have a government, there must be an election. So the electoral process is on now. PDP primaries, APC primaries today. Eguare Square. What are your expectations?
My expectations, like he said he has no expectation. But I have an expectation, but the expectation is very, very low from what they have shown to the people, is that they are incapable of even conducting primary elections. Because it's so sad, it's so pathetic that you conducted a primary election and 3 winners purportedly emerged. What does that portray? It shows that you are incapable. Then suddenly you just wake up and you are saying the election is inconclusive. Election that was hitherto conclusive, and the 3 winners emerge. Is that not sad? Then you are I should be expecting evil, that their election is inconclusive and they want to conduct. I wish sure that this one is not going to be inconclusive continues. It's a terrible thing that government has been lifted above the people. They are not showing good examples. That is why corruption has permeated the society. Just look at all sectors. No sector is exonerated in this, and the leadership are setting grade A example of corruption before the people. So I think it will be a tall order for I don't believe in them.
So if we cannot curb corruption at the top, it won't stop at the bottom.
I don't think so. I do not believe so.
You think so?
If you cannot, if the leadership are supposed to show leading example, the leadership are supposed to be at the forefront of fight against corruption. But what we are seeing, they are encouraging corruption.
Okay, with the current issues affecting these 3 tripod major parties on the ballot, can other smaller parties leverage on this? Is it possible? Because if PDP is sitting on a time bomb, from information reaching us, every member of the party that is participating, every delegate, they were asked to converge at Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium this morning. APC is having a rerun or a fresh one. Labour Party, the national chairman, is in the custody of Nigerian police. Some of the state escorts were also caught in that web yesterday. Should other political parties, the younger ones, leverage on this crisis affecting these major parties and have their way to Osadebe Avenue?
Akulano Naki his cases. The eagle cannot catch fly.
No, the first word you say, I don't understand, is a French word.
Latin. Akulano Naki his cases.
Okay.
Meaning the eagle cannot catch fly.
Okay.
Have you seen where an eagle catch fly or catches fly? Have you seen it? No.
So who is the fly now? Who are the eagles?
The smaller parties is the fly. They are going nowhere. Instead, you know what they are doing? The purported smaller political parties, they are now aligned with the bigger ones. Let's negotiate. That's what we are witnessing. And you call them political parties. I said just now that we don't have political party in Nigeria. You say there are.
We have.
We don't. We only have
16 of them are on the ballot.
We only have a gang of fellows with common interests. That is what we have. Let me tell you, DPO. One, for there to be a political party, that political party must have a culture. What is the culture of the political parties we have in Nigeria?
From the ones you have seen, what
Yes.
are their cultures?
They are absolutely nothing. We only have a norm called corruption.
So corruption is their culture. That's what you
It's
said.
their norm.
That's what you have
They
just
don't
said.
have culture.
That's what you have just said now.
Yes, they don't have culture. They have a norm called corruption. And that's why a political party, purportedly, will not say, I am negotiating with another political party. What are you negotiating?
Don't you see it as a means of cashing out?
Yes!
Which has been the syndrome.
Cashing out what? The commonwealth of the people. For themselves, by themselves, with themselves. The pattern of government or governance we have in Nigeria, what do you call it? It has no name. You cannot say this is democracy because it does not comply with the tenets of democracy. It doesn't. Until we tell ourselves the truth, we will not make any headway in this nation. Just now, Nigeria is in between the devil and the deep blue sea. Which direction do we go? That's why you see the purported political parties' interests. Some of the persons who even form the party is one. At the end of the day, INEC will release some money to us, a bazaar that will go and share. Then when they share it at the top there, then down below they will not tell the people, you see, you can vote for party XYZ. Why? They have also collected bazaar. And you call that political party. Some of the so-called purported political parties don't even have state headquarters. In one man's office or in one man's bedroom, they gather to share.
Share what?
To share what they have been able to negotiate for.
Share what?
Share the proceeds of corruption.
Okay. What's the proceeds of corruption?
It's money. Is it not the naira
I want us to
that they share? Some people share dollar. And the same persons will come up and tell us, oh, we are fighting, let us pray. Unfortunately, the church is involved. I heard the pastor say, let us pray that the naira will overpower the dollar. I have decreed. I said,
So you don't believe in prayers?
Decree what?
You don't believe in prayers?
I believe in prayers. But the same Bible says, prayer without work is what? Dead. Okay. I'm not the one that said it.
Okay. We'll get back to you now in a moment. Looking at all this crisis, is there any political party now that have the stamina to take over reins of power? You are not a politician.
No.
You are a legal practitioner.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you are not a card-carrying member of any party.
No.
So
Absolutely neutral.
Across party lines now, do you foresee any party now, among the 16 of them, taking over reins of power from Governor Obaseki?
Capital no. No one has that stamina as it stands, because from observations, I feel they are towing the same line.
16 of them?
They are tied to this syndrome called corruption. They are all tied to it. Few months ago, we were all jostling for Labour Party to come in. I saw some persons, very ardent fan of Peter Obi, who were crazy for a new party. At least let's change party, let new party come in. But at the end, what are we saying? In less than a few months, they said the chairman of the party, he just said that he's in custody. Is this supposed? They are just doing things haphazardly, without recourse to the tenets and principles of democracy, as he said. In fact, the species of democracy that we are practicing is unknown. We are not.
That's serious.
We are not. You cannot classify whether it is a democracy. It is because the principle of democracy is clear.
So quickly, few seconds, enlighten Nigerians. What are some of these principles?
One, democracy is all about the people. The people, you cannot alienate the people from what you call democracy. But in Nigeria, the reverse is the case. The people are living in squalor. They are taking major decisions without the consent of the people. You are in fact, you are not practicing that. Democracy without the people is not democracy.
You are being emotional this morning. I'll come back to you in a moment. Just relax, okay? I know all of us, we are feeling this pulse. I'll get back to you.
Thank you, sir.
Everybody goes far. Barrister Emmanuel, how can we eliminate corruption in our system? Because it seems to be a major problem. The national chairman was fingered of the Labour Party. He was fingered in so many issues. So many, trailing Barrister Julius Abure. Now, how can we start sanitizing our political parties and sensitizing the people? Emmanuel Bapola Squad.
That is a tall order in Nigeria just now. With the crop of leaders we have, we cannot near start. Because the leaders, in their mind, in their spirit, in their soul, and in their body, it's all about them. Anything that is not of benefit for them, it's not democracy. In that kind of situation, do you now anticipate a change? That is a tall order. It's a no. The only way we saw some time ago, even under the military rule, to be precise, Buhari Idiagbo regime, we saw war against indiscipline. I was growing up to the extent that anything you do, as long as you meet people there, you will join the queue, no matter your status in life, no matter your status in Nigeria as it were. Can we have that kind of situation now?
So reverse is the case now.
It's the case. Amazingly, we are so much in a hurry, yet we are not moving. The government, you see, when it is an electioneering epoch, you see the politicians will come. They will make a lot of utterances. They will give a lot of promises. But if you watch them keenly, you discover that they are even deceiving themselves. Their interest is just to gain the rest of power. And once that is done, hooray for thunder. It's left for the people.
Okay. Barrister Egwari. Okay.
We are not going anywhere.
You are done? Land on your thoughts.
We are not going anywhere.
Okay.
Just now, except there will be a third force, which many of us have been dreaming of, who can come and start that. But just now, we are not near start.
Labour Party used to be the third force. So, are we now saying that Labour Party now is grafted with the order?
The order.
Can we separate being like Labour Party now has been? It's time to be the same thing with other political parties that have been in power.
To me, to my mind, that is how I see it. I don't see any difference. There's no dichotomy at all. They have similar characteristics, and without apology to anyone, I don't see them. I don't see a Labour Party as a third force, because you cannot just like what APC did. They told us, they lied, they were telling us prior to 2015, PDP should leave, we have ruled the country for 60 years, nothing to show, we are the Messiah, we are coming to do. You are just deceiving the people. You set out for deception. People are not even begging to go back. And successive governments in Nigeria have shown that the outgoing regime, the outgoing is a regime. The outgoing regime is better. People are even saying Buhari now as we stand today. People are begging for Buhari administration.
Are you missing Buhari? As an individual, are you missing?
I cannot miss him.
From my president?
No, I cannot miss him.
But you say people are saying.
I've heard people saying.
But are you missing him as a person?
Me, I'm not missing him.
Okay.
I cannot miss him.
So you prefer this government?
This government is worse.
And you are not missing Buhari?
No, I'm not missing Buhari.
I don't like this.
For the fact that
if this government is worse, and you are not missing
for the fact that I rated Buhari higher,
he's missing PDP.
For the fact that I rated Buhari higher does not mean the worst one. Buhari higher does not mean I should be missing Buhari.
Okay, if
in terms of they are all bad, but there are degrees.
So this one is better.
This one is we don't even know where we are going.
Okay.
We don't know where we are going. We don't know where we are now.
Okay.
People are living in torment. People are living in squalor. People are. It is terrible and very pathetic.
Okay. All right. It's okay. We just hope we come out of it. Everyone is feeling the pulse with the hunger in the land. I like his expression. He's speaking from his heart. There's so much hunger in the land. Won't these delegates in today's election, are they not going to be induced with money? Because if we say we want to get it right, with the serious hunger that is ravaging almost everyone, will political parties aspirants, will they still have their way again today?
Firstly, how did the party come to appoint the delegates? How? Were the delegates voted for by members of the political party? That is the foundation. Except and until.
So you say it was a selection process?
It was an appointment. It was an appointment.
But they had election.
What election? They told us they were holding congresses. But some of us went there, like Nicodemously, we went there to see what was happening. And we saw that it was an appointment. Those who will be obedient to the order and command of the Godfather. That's what they did. So if the supposed elections of delegates is faulty, what do you get from that?
So will delegate be induced now with money? Will they see money and say we don't want your money?
From the beginning, they've been induced. Because I did say that they were appointed. Hence, they were appointed. They are going to do the biddings of the Godfather. The appointment came with a planned work. This is who. And also, the rumors making the round, even before the first purported controversial election conducted by the All Progressive Congress. We had text messages. I saw a chieftain of the All Progressive Party on a national platform telling Nigerians that look, text messages were sent to the delegates on who to vote for. Then now, how is that the free will of the people? Is that democracy?
Okay, let's share your thought with us. Do you think that will be induced today? Looking at the heavy hunger that is in the land.
Whether there is an hunger in the land or not, it is becoming a culture. It is typical of Nigeria, of Nigerians. Like I've said earlier, it is not only obtainable at the leadership level, and it has permeated anywhere you go. Is it in the banking sector? Is it in the anywhere you go, you will face this. It is a big thing that is happening to us. We are still living, we are still breathing. I've read somewhere that it's as if they have removed jokingly that they have removed subsidy from Brizo. We are not joking about, you are just joking around. We are just toying with our God-given nation. The thing is killing us, but unfortunately we don't know. We are exhibiting high degree of corruption in Nigeria. It's like it's endemic. So whether, to answer your question, whether they will be induced or not, I am very, very sure 100% that they will be induced. And if they even make an attempt not to reduce them, they will call for it. They will call for it.
You are 100% sure?
Very sure.
So even
they will call for it.
If they don't give them, they will ask for it.
They will call for it.
So we still have good ones that have good minds.
It's minimal.
No, we don't need your money.
In fact, the good ones.
At least 40%.
The good ones.
40%.
The number of the bad ones has overwhelmed the good ones. The good ones now they are not even bad. Because that is the only way to survive. It's a culture.
No, you still have, at least you have good people. You cannot just say 100%.
I'm not saying no to that, but
at least
you will not see them.
40, 50.
They have been swallowed. They have been swallowed. They have corruption has engulfed the nation. So I don't know where we are going from here.
So going forward, if he doesn't know where we are going from here, September is around the corner. That's the election. What are the parameters to get a governor that can take Edo State forward and complement on what this current government has done?
In 2020, we witnessed an election in Edo State, and we were told that, oh, we are fighting godfatherism. It was because we didn't share money to the godfather and his boys. That is why they don't want us. And suddenly, we saw somebody metamorphosed from the All Progressive Congress, the purported Elephant Party, to the People's Democratic Party. And we heard all manner of phrases, Togba, until it finally settled at Ogbane. What is the dividend? What have we benefited? Now that same person is shouting about, mentioning the name of a particular candidate in that same party. What is he doing?
So he has debunked it.
Is he not a godfather now?
He has debunked it.
Is he not a godfather? And you are now anticipating something good to come out. See, you cannot put a new wine on a whole jar of wine and expect that wine to be fresh. It's not. Zebediah said, impossible. My late admirer, the person of Samloko Efe, said, monkey smart, now because tree near tree. If tree far from tree, monkey no go smart. That is what we are witnessing in Nigeria. We look for, we chase shadows. We abandon reality. And today you think that man who is the choice candidate of the Godfather has not spent money enough to the Godfather and is coming to get his reimbursement, and you expect him to come and do the magic. He will not. Well, they tell us he has worked in the banking sector, he has worked in the private sector, he has done this, he has done that. Go to his village and ask his village people whether they know him. Go to his village.
Are you saying he is not known in his village?
Go to his village.
They don't know him in his village.
They don't know him. Many, all of them you see, in their villages, they don't know them. When I say they don't know them, what are the people of their village?
But they have traceable
impact they have made. Look, charity begins where?
Okay. At home, of course. Egware Esquire, are you in agreement? Are you aligning with him that some of these people don't have they are not traceable to their hometown?
To a very large extent, I am aligned strongly with him on that. You know, you're asking him a question whether they know him or not. The know here is relative. Not, they may be hearing about one of our sons is so place. We have a prominent son in so place. But the impact of that person, does it reflect in the village, in the place, in your community?
So he comes home for Christmas.
If it's not reflecting, you are not known.
Well,
I believe he's speaking from that perspective.
He visits his hometown once in a while. He comes for holidays.
For himself?
They should know him.
Yes, I'm not saying they don't know him. That's why I said they know. The kind of know you are referring to is different from what I am. The know I'm talking about now.
So our know is different.
It's very different in this part. They know yes, okay. Because I have people I have people, I have prominent people. But if you don't see me as your brother or somebody from your community, I will still treat you as such. I will still treat you as such, because you cannot force a relationship to be alive. It ought to have been natural. If the people are not, if you don't have the feeling and you claim to be the breadwinner, you don't have the feeling of your subject and your relations, you are just there. So you are not known.
So should this be a form of payback now for some of them?
To me, yes. Unfortunately, I don't know whether we even have we are capable of conducting an election that will be fair and credible.
Okay.
I don't think we have that capacity, because successive elections have shown that they are documented.
Okay, Barrister,
they are exhibiting gross inefficiency in every area.
Okay. We'll return back to you in a moment. Will federal might play out in this state government election?
Federal does not have any might. The only might just now that I know that the federal government has is hunger and hardship. They've weaponized poverty, and that has given birth to hunger and hardship. We heard over the news that the federal government has held meeting with manufacturers of cement, and that they have agreed to peg cement between 7,000 and 8,000 naira. How much is the price of a bag of cement today? Go and see the queue there. Very close to here. Go and see the queue. 14,000 naira.
For a bag of cement?
14,000 naira. And somebody is telling me, see, all this jamboree, all these fairy tales that the political class have made up their mind to use on the people is tormenting the people. We've heard, and we see pockets of protests here and there. In one of the protests, women went naked. Is that not a sign of madness? Hunger madness. Is that not it? And somebody is seated somewhere making catalog of appointments, even with the hunger, with the hardship. He is busy making appointments. Appoint son-in-law, appoint son cousin, appoint daughter niece. That is what we are seeing. And those appointments goes with what? And the person is comfortable and you can sleep. The people are crying, lamenting. In fact, it's like the book of Lamentation is written basically about Nigeria.
But the president actually told Nigerians that they should take baby steps. That he knows, he feels their pain.
He says baby pains.
Baby pains.
Can you imagine? With the one we are going through, his baby pain. So he wants to give us elderly pain very soon. And he's confident to say that. Is himself and his members of his family. Are they going through the baby pain?
But that could know that it's a process. We'll get out of it very
soon. What process? A president who just came, he never took time to study everything about governance of the nation. But with the wave of the palm, subsidy gone. Now they are even saying they want to remove subsidy on electricity. Okay. I didn't know that before now we had subsidy on electricity. You know what I think? The international community, they are involved in this. And the president is doing all his best to see that he gains their recognition.
Okay,
let's bring policies that will destroy the economy.
Let's just take one more from you, 10 seconds. With what this government has done in Edo State, the government led by Governor Godwin Obaseki, can they retain power in this election?
Ideally, I cannot say they will retain power, because I don't think they have satisfied the yearnings of the people. They don't like it. I don't think so. If you sample opinion, I don't believe that they have satisfied the yearnings of the people, which they were told before coming to power. Examples abound. You gave me 30 seconds. Let me not delve into those areas.
Thank you very much for managing time.
that but whether they will capture power, they have the power to retain power, they have the capacity to retain power. I will say they have it. After all, government, after God is government.
Okay, so
they can do and undo and retain power.
So probably you are saying they will use state resources.
That has been the culture.
Okay,
it did not start today.
Manuel Obakola Esquire, it's always a delight to have you. And of course, Egware Gus Power. I like the power behind your submission. We'd like to have you on this platform again. Thank you so much despite the short notice.